Wow, we're already celebrating, and what an opportunity to celebrate. We're celebrating a tremendous, steady as we go, nothing's going to stop us now journey, right? Over the next 24 hours, we'll celebrate the cancer survivors in our lives. We'll support them in their fight against a disease whose days are numbered. We'll celebrate caregivers and cheer with them. We'll let them know we appreciate them for all that they do. We'll celebrate the American Cancer Society as we take another step toward a cancer-free future. And we'll celebrate being together as one amazing us, the best team on the planet, at this great event called Relay for Life. Sting, Dawn, and Random are here with me and are very excited to say hello to you guys. Hi, Sting, Dawn, Random.
Hey!
We're already at another Relay weekend.
Yes, let's do it.
Our
Like
10th.
I want to hear Sting say, and here we go.
And here we go.
All right.
Although
And we're back.
there it is. There it is. Okay, you guys, this is our 10th. This is our 10th relay.
Yes, it is.
See my shirt?
That's a great shirt.
Don't you like this shirt?
It is a great shirt.
I'm glad you finally got it on.
Me too. Me too. It's not attached to my foot or my head. It's right where it should be. Sunshine Zhang Sun designed this shirt based on a great idea I had. I will take credit for this one. Actually, though, I have to be truthful. It was
No way around that.
I saw it on Facebook. I saw something very similar to it on Facebook, American Cancer Society's Facebook page, when they were doing a contest for, what was it, Sting, next year's
shirts, right? Next year's relay shirts.
And it didn't win, but it should have because it's flipping awesome. So
that one was celebrating 30 years because next year will be relay and general's 30th year.
Yeah, so I copied it. Yes, I did. I admit it. I copied it, nabbed it, sent it over to Sunshine and said, can you design a shirt around this that we can all wear together during a very special celebratory lap tonight, exactly, at 11 o'clock p.m. And Sting, I'll let you tell them the rest of this story.
So every year now we know that we do the Century Club. That's where anybody who makes a single $100 donation, either through the kiosk, which how many Lindens is that again? I can't exactly remember.
25,000.
Yeah, 25,000 Linden donation or a $100 donation on the Convio site. We used to do it only on the 24 hours of the relay event, but this year we started a little earlier, so we have a few people who qualified already. I'll be sending you out the form. But what we're going to do this year is your gift for being a member of the Century Club is going to be one of these celebrating 10 years of Relay for Life of Second Life shirts that I will mail to you that you can wear on your skin. So you can match your avatar.
Yay.
So yes, we will be having. And then you can walk around wearing in your neighborhood at the grocery store a tangible Relay for Life of Second Life T-shirt.
That's so very cool. And I got one from last year, and I still feel a sense of pride when I wear that out and about in my community and in my world, and my family comments on it. They're proud of us.
That's great. I remember we have one year. Remember the year we did One World, One Hope. Mm-hmm. I had a real life shirt from that. But this will be the only second. Second Life shirt that I would have.
It's so cool. It's so very cool. Now the shirt that gets shipped won't be identical to the one I'm wearing on stage in that it won't be a jersey, it will be a t-shirt, but everything else will be the same.
Right. The design on the front, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I
I
love
can't
the
wait
shirt.
to get mine.
Hey.
Sunshine, you sure did a good job on this shirt. Thank you very
They're
much.
great. They are fabulous.
Um,
You
before
wanna do
we
the
go,
swag bag too,
before
or
we go into that, I do want to mention, we have closed captioning going on in the info only group today, Relay for Life info only group today. So I want to thank Cuddly Waffle, who is in there typing her little fingers off, hopefully not off, but doing our closed captioning. So thank you very, very much, Cuddly. And now would be a really good time to send out a notice so that those who maybe didn't get in there, Cuddly, can head in there and read what we're doing today. Thank you, Cuddly, so much for your dedication to this project we've taken on this year. I am so proud that we've added this to what we can give the community back. You know, they give so much to us. And I want to thank Rowena for bringing this to our attention and Cuddly for picking that up and just doing an amazing job. Thank you.
Yes, she is. It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, Sting, what else you got over there?
okay, the other thing we have, which again, if you've been paying attention to notices the last few weeks, we have been doing a raffle over the last couple of weeks, and this is some more relay goodies that you can get mailed to you. And so the raffle is part of our campaign to reach our goal of $401,000 US this year, our 401k. And so, yes, the entry is $4.01, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you can pay one of these swag bag raffle vendors, and we have 2 swag bags. So there's going to be 2 winners, and in the swag bag is going to be there's a relay for life. I'm going to name some of the things that I remember. What is there? There's a relay tote bag. There is a license plate, and let me be clear about the license plate. It's not the actual plate with your numbers on it. It's the little plastic thing that you put over your license plate. But it's a purple plastic relay license plate thing.
Frame.
There are some, yes, frame. That's the word.
See,
Thing.
you can keep me because sometimes I do come through.
Man, what is the thing that frames your plate? Can't
And
think of
it's
the word.
purple.
Right. What else did we say was in there? There's a relay blanket. There's
so cool.
Coffee
some. The coffee mugs. Now, here's the catch. If I do a coffee mug in there, and if you don't mind it, it would be a 2013 coffee mug.
That's okay.
So-
We'll take it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I
Coffee
know.
mug.
Did you say Amazon?
Oh, yes, and there will be a $50 gift certificate to Amazon in there as well. So it really, and then there's a bunch of other little relay goodies. You know, some ink pens with the relay logo and Relay for Life on them. Some wristbands, you know, the rubber wristbands that say caregiver on them. There's some packs of those. There's some, and then I believe there might be a 2013 picture frame as well. So basically, I raided the storage room at the office.
Love it. Love it. And
Took everything that I could grab.
Sting is going to draw 2 winners tomorrow.
That's right.
Late afternoon, I believe.
Mhm.
So get your
I'll
entries.
reach out to we'll reach out to the winners for that, and reach out to the Century Club participants. If you want it to be shipped to you, you can send in. You'll supply me with your shipping information. If you don't, then you don't have to fill out the form.
And where can they buy their raffle tickets, Sting?
In raffle vendors, and I'm hoping they're placed all along the track.
I hope there's some here, right? That's what I'm asking.
Right. If not, we'll have some out soon.
Yeah, well, I've
Yeah.
seen some. I've seen some on different campsites. So,
Mhm.
I'll tell you what.
There's a marketplace area over there. ACS Island, right over there in the center, has it.
Right.
Those I know for sure have it. So
Random put one.
And didn't we set it up where if a team reses the raffle vendor, the team can get credit for any raffle tickets sold?
yep.
Right.
Yeah, well, Dwayne Dooley would say, no, we didn't set that up, but I did. 'Cause
Yeah, Glenn did do it, yeah.
Yeah.
do remember that conversation where we were just like, can we do this raffle where we can make this happen? And then Dwayne's like, not only that, but I can make it to where the team gets credit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
We never had
That's
a
really
doubt
great.
for a moment there.
Mhm.
Awesome.
What else have we got? Have you guys been looking
Oh.
around at the track at all? Going around?
Oh,
Some of
those-
us been going around and filling out those judge ballots. I know that.
yep. The designer builds. Have you noticed how many designer builds there are? I love them, especially the ones that like cross the road that you feel like you're inside, and or the up and over, or the down and under. If you guys have walked the track yet, you'll be seeing them. They're just amazing this year. All those designer builds.
I know that I've already seen some comments about them loving the 10 thing, the shape of the track being different this year. And
Yay.
me too. I love it.
Oh.
It seems longer to me, and truthfully, it's not. Sting and I were talking about that yesterday. It just seems longer, more vast, but I love it. And the designers, most of the designers took on full sims this year. And that's a little bit different. Sometimes in the past, they do a half a sim, 3/4 of a sim, some do a full. But them taking on the full sim gave them the opportunity to include the track in their build, maybe go underwater, maybe build a bridge over it. And wow, I would love to acknowledge who they are. Xavian's,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Don, you go.
No, I was going to say, when you were saying underwater, some of the actual campsites underwater too, I think that is just awesome. You just like, well, okay, where'd the road go? It's going underwater. That's where it's going. So, and one of the designers is an underwater, and it is just fabulous.
Yeah, so it's a matter of, if you come to an edge, an infinity edge where all you see is water, and you think, uh-oh, the sim disappeared, just keep going, because it's going to take you down.
Trust us.
So, Xavian Starsighter is the designer who built Advocacy. Troy Vogel designed Celebrate. Eclair Martinek designed Cure. Photon Pink designed Encourage. Lemon Drop Serendipity designed Enlightenment. Luna Barak designed Journey. Golda Stein designed Knowledge. Elia Baroque designed Pledge. Isla Gilak, I think, designed Recovery. Eliz Watanabe designed Remember. Jara Lowell designed Screening. Beck Janis is the designer on Spirit. Bianca Bender designed RFL Survive. And Grace Loudon is the designer who built all of these activity regions and the Welcome Center. And I thank you all.
Well
So-
done.
Awesome. Just totally awesome.
Yeah. And then there are the teams who took the rest of the track and went to relay town on them. And wow, what a build. It's awesome and amazing, and I'm like so excited.
This is a really good track this year. Just everything about it.
It is.
Absolutely.
Let me just add this for those that are going, a 10? Where's a 10? I don't see a 10. If you click on your map and you zoom out a little bit, you'll see the layout of all the sims and the track, and you'll see our big old 10 there. And you'll get an idea of where you are. Also, I've found that it's really easy to get a location from this map, because you can say 1 o'clock on the on the 0.
I love you, Red.
Or 4 o'clock on the 0. And I mean, TS and I have landed in the same spot when I said 4 o'clock on the 0.
That's brilliant.
It is.
Or you look at the sim name, right?
Well, yeah, but then you got to
That's
zoom
the
in and
way to do it.
Then you got to zoom in and
zoom
yeah.
in, put your glasses on, and yeah.
Speaking of that map, though, for the first lap, that amazing, exciting first lap, I'm hoping to see some screenshots taken of the green dots going around the map, and then I'm going
Oh,
to check
yeah.
and hopefully start seeing them on Facebook too. That I love that screenshot.
Oh, how cool would it be if everybody took a shot and put it on their own Facebook page?
Wow.
Oh,
Think about it. If everybody that was here did one.
Let's do it.
Oh, how
I
cool.
bet Facebook would be like, Mark Zuckerberg would be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well,
We're going on. That's what's going on.
I'll
That's
tell you
right.
what are you going to send us if we do?
I like it.
It's undying like, never ending like.
I'll send you a pen.
That's a
All
new
right, you guys. I'd say at 20 minutes after the hour, we've probably chatted enough and are ready to get this game going.
Okay.
All right. And one more thank you we'll do. So as always, we definitely need to thank some of the people that we really wouldn't be able to celebrate the success that we have every year if they didn't support us by sponsoring the event. And so this year, I'm going to ask everyone to reach out when you can over the next couple of months to reach out to our sponsors and take a look at their businesses, see what they have to offer. If it's something that you want to buy, shop at the businesses that support Relay for Life. Shop at the communities that support Relay for Life. Tell them thank you and tell them that you're doing it because they support the same cause that you're so passionate about. Because they're a part of our Relay family too. And so we do want to thank our 2014 premier sponsors. They are RGF Estates, Roses and Thorns Shapes, Inc., United Realms of Archipelago, Wild Kajira, and Soul Existence.
Well, I just want to make sure everybody can hear me because I have some thank yous to do also. I think I can speak for most of you when I say, when my sound goes out, I feel lost. The only thing worse than no sound is no internet connection. Imagine if Relay had no broadcasters. There'd be total silence. Half of you would fall asleep at your keyboard, no doubt, from that silence. It's a must to hear the voice of Relay. T1 Radio's been with us every step of the way, and again this year. Trader and Nuala have worked very hard on our Relay wrap. Keep your eyes open at the information station for a 24-hour-long telethon put on by AVU TV, Treat TV, MetaWorld, Metaverse, Perfect Prim, and Pookie Media. They've been hard at work gearing up for 24 hours of interviews, music, and trackside excitement. New this year, we have our media partners on the track. We've invited Second Life radio stations as well as an internet radio station to join us trackside this year. They'll be streaming live from their streams during our relay, as well as streaming 1 hour on the relay stream. We'd like to welcome Krypton Radio, Gorian Whip Radio, Second Life Live Radio, and Best of Second Life magazine that are side by side on Media Row. Stop and welcome them as you go by. Let's show them how we relay for 24 hours straight. From the thousands of relayers, we thank you for being here.
We also have other sponsors who've made a difference this relay season, and we'd like to take this opportunity to thank them and recognize their special contributions. Rockcliffe University, who sponsored 2 regions, Old Soul Eldamar, Sesta Franazzi, Lynn Heron, and an Anonymous who honors Marcia Lowe, an Anonymous who's honoring Leroy Petrie, Sasha Ferrywren, Fuzzball Ortega, Stevie Bassivi, Garnet Saltree, an Anonymous on behalf of Relay Rockers, Nuala and Trader Whiplash, Jacob Nelson, Rowena Dubrovna, I'm sorry, Cuddly Waffle, Sue Peregrine, Rowena, again, and TJ Felici, Mary Teodosio, and Diana Wycliffe and Kathy Ten Longoria.
$116,367. That is how much our mega events raised this year. The participants, and there are many, continued to share this journey and pitch in a huge way as part of this community to send even more of our support to the American Cancer Society. They recognize ACS's mission as a community, a global-wide initiative, and know exactly how they can help it best. And they do it year after year. They are such an important part of our season, of our Relay Nation, of the Second Life community, and I ask you all to join me in letting them know just how appreciated they are. Thank you to the mega event coordinators, Dawnbeam Dreamscape with Cassie Ryder Eldemar, Sage Lotus, and Old Soul Eldemar of the Christmas Expo, Genevieve Wirefly of the Magic of Christmas Breedables Fair, Elizabeth Tinsley of Fantasy Fair, and Kirk Wingtips and Ariadne Fall of the Sci-Fi Convention, Kaja Lilyhook of Fashion for Life, and Crux and Faye Huntress of the Summertime Breedables Fair, Kat Alderson and Noble Barron, also his name is Michael Stackpole, of Fiction for a Cure. And that total doesn't even include the upcoming Home and Garden Expo, which Kat Alderson will be coordinating in September. I also want to say a special mention to an avatar named Duckula, who recently at a one-of-a-kind auction spent over $13,000. And we all know that was about more than a breedable. So we say to you, mega event coordinators, designers, and exhibitors, you make us proud, and you sure made one heck of a difference in our fundraising goal in furthering our reach and our relay presence wider and deeper into Second Life so that others can learn about our mission and join us from the thousands of RFLFSO volunteers. Thank you.
And I am going to first apologize to our closed caption group that I did not write anything ahead of time, so you don't know what I'm going to say right now. But I personally would like to thank the committee, and it starts with Nikki Matheson, Dawn, and Random as our chair and co-chairs. This year was really, really hard for me. Because my job with the American Cancer Society changed and made it really difficult for me to spend as much time in Second Life and in the planning process after we kicked off the relay. And so it really fell to Nikki, Dawn, Random, our division chairs, Jim, Sunshine, Serena, and Dwen, and really all of our area leads too, to carry this relay in ways that with probably less support than I have been able to give in the past. Fortunately, we were able to set the vision ahead of time, and everyone bought into the vision. And it's just, it makes me more proud this year probably than I have been in a very long time through working with volunteers like you all, because you didn't miss a beat. I mean, you look at our total right now, and it's not all about fundraising, but this is the signature fundraising event for the American Cancer Society, and it does fund our mission. We're walking into this relay with $382,000 US dollars. And so, and then the general tone and feel of everybody, you've kept it afloat. Our team information, encouragement, and our coaches really did a good job this year, especially toward the end of the year, reaching to those teams who were struggling to fundraise and trying them out as well. You know, we tried not to leave the struggling teams behind again, and that speaks to the one team element that we've always had. T. Auster, I specifically mention, as well as for our mission education. You know, it's been a long time since we we're able to change up our mission education, and T did a good job just stepping into a new role. A lot of people, and I hesitate to mention people specifically by name because I don't want to leave anyone out. But where do I begin, right? I mean, our social media group this year, I noticed a lot more on Facebook this year as well. Tahisha, Enigma, again, Rendell. Should I mention everybody? I mean, Jesse, Johannes, Roxy Lee, Rendell, Lyric, Old Soul, Mandy, Tivia, KJ, Kalem, Anakari, Bella's, who else? I mean, for our survivorship, I can't wait to see our survivor lap this year. I mean, we had as 5 minutes before we started to open the ceremony today, we still had survivors coming in, and we didn't turn them away. It was, let's get them on. Let's put them on a place. So that's Trina, Lyric, Robbie, Love, and then we had our design team, Grace, and Sean, who I tell you what, Grace and Sunshine definitely had their work cut out for them. Look at the 10. When Nikki and I and Dawn and Random were all talking about the 10. And then when Grace first saw it or heard about it, was kind of like, you what now? But everybody took it in stride and really embraced the changes this year. Junie did a great job this year. Tyler, Pinky, Diana, Brian with the museum every year. And then on our PR and outreach, we did want a really big focus this year on PR and outreach because we wanted to grow the relay beyond the volunteer group, and I think we did a fantastic job. Or I should say you guys did. With Serena and Pammy, Nikki B came in here strong from the beginning and never relented, and she's relaying with an injured leg right now. Kathy, Hanny, Alexia, Enrico, Pammy, I said earlier. Ishtar, who does our photography every year and does a great job with that. Wildstar, I see your photos as well. Palani, and then with the technology division, who can forget Dwayne? I know he's like a mad scientist. I don't know. There's not words to say how much Dwayne has given to this relay. We all know, co-chair for 3 years, and then this year he's totally embraced the technology and delivered such wonderful toys. He's like the Santa Claus of relay. And so, we had a lot of people who put a lot of work into this, and I know I'm leaving people out, and I apologize for that, but this year more than ever, we had a lot of new people in new positions, and everybody just did such a good job. And look at the result. We're here today on our 10th relay. And so I say thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, me too. Thank you, committee, so much. Just after the relay last year, when thinking about the upcoming 2014 structure and how each division of our relay has evolved, I really began to see the direction that I felt we needed to go to for the coming year as far as teams, as far as us as one team goes. I ran across a blog that led me to really take a look at this relay, this large group of people, so diverse and yet not so diverse, because we have come together with a unified goal, and we've come together strongly and successfully. Through this season, I've witnessed growth. I've witnessed personal realizations when it comes to working together as a team. We are making true progress within our team relationship. We're learning how to allow the individual in us to sit down in order to become us, the team, and stand up. We are recognizing more than ever that this is about a cause, and in order for us to get as far as we possibly can within the time that we have to do it each season, we simply must remove the me from it and make it be about the us, the community of volunteers that we are. We are friends, we are family, we respect each other. We owe that to each other. We owe honesty to each other. And this group of relay volunteers has been demonstrating that. The wisdom we've gained has been by action, by living it, not just by saying it. We say one team, and then we put action behind those words. We are one team. Because for a cause such as ours to be successful, it's all about the people and how we work together. Just as the gears in one magnificent machine work together with timing and rhythm to produce a hoped-for result. A group of people who come together selflessly with their eyes on the same goal do affect great change and amazing results, and we are proof of that. Henry Ford said it another way. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success. But back to that blog that I just mentioned. I could never say it as well as its author, Patricia Fripp, did. So I'm going to read just a few excerpts from it directly. True teamwork is the rarest, most exhilarating, and most productive human activity possible. A team is not just a group of individuals who work at the same location or have the same logo on their business card. A real team is made up of people who may be unequal in experience, talent, or education, but who are equal in their commitment to working together to achieve the goals and good of the organization, each other, and their customers. Futurist Bob Treadway from Littleton, Colorado, often gives the Mensa IQ test to participants in his seminars. He has found that many average people, when working as a team, test at genius level or higher. Participants contribute in different ways. Some brainstorm, some work alone and then report back to the group. But Treadway finds that a team becomes a genius when everyone works together. He also noticed that when a team is working at optimal performance, it is hard to know who the leader is. In other words, the team runs the team. Such teamwork doesn't happen by accident. It requires commitment and effort, a willingness to accept the uniqueness of others, and an appreciation of diversity. It is with great pleasure I present the 2014 Teamwork Award to you, Relay for Life of Second Life. The trophy was created by Johann 1977, who really gave its design a lot of thought, because he understood how very special this award and recognition and moment in our ceremony is. Thank you, John, for recognizing how important it is and for building something that fits this moment perfectly. Thank you to this one team, from our ACS staff partner to our event chair, co-chairs, and division chairs, from our area leads to our team captains and co-captains and team members, from our mega event coordinators to its exhibitors and guests, from our sponsors and designers to our media supporters, from our supporters in general, in world and out, to all who ever volunteered this season. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Thank you, Team RFL of SL. This award is yours.
Wow, Nikki, you made me cry there. That was really, really something. Okay, it's time for our Team Fundraising Club Awards. Okay, let's get some moots ready. These award levels were established as of July 11th at 11:59 p.m. Now pay attention, those of you who have moved to a new level since that date will be announced at our wrap-up party in August. So if your level is wrong today, remember those were taken July 11th. Please join me in welcoming the people you know the best, the internal support lead and co-lead, Jem Sunkiller and Jesse Warhol, along with a few of your coaches, Randall Constantino, Kitty Gumbo, and KJ Kernoff.
And this is the bronze level awards, starting with Teletus Titans for a Cure, Team Mingen Relay for Life of Second Life, Love Life Relay, Spirit Walkers, Bonanza Country RFL Team, Dreamin' in Purple, Doctor Who Fans NSL, Tobacco Road, Fairies of Hope and the Cure, Team Kona, Summersley Purple Crusaders, Friends Fighting Cancer, Southern Knights Country Club, Fire and Ice Racers, Relay Hope, Team Wild and Wild Ranch, Big Daddy's Club, Lanterns for Life, Little Yoshiwara, Southern Dragway, Team SLE, Hellbilly Relayers.
Thank you, Rendell. I'm going to continue the bronze level. Knights of Avalon, Ajox Fights for a Cure, Team Second Life Coast Guard, Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers, Pirates Battling Cancer, The Rock Bar, Team DRMC, Edge City Relays, Rays of Hope, Sci-Fi Alliance, RVHS Bears, RFL Kids of Second Life, It's All Good, Relay Crash Dummies, Team Sweet Magnolia for RFL, Odyssey, Spirit Light Dance Company, Doctor Who Radio, Nocturne Cure Seekers, Alien Loves Tartars 2, The Storm Riders, Cherubs for a Cure, Vampires and Lycans in the Relay for Life Equestria, Electric Colors, RGF Estates, Phi Nu Epsilon Second Life Sorority, Sweet Tarts Ladybugs, Masoma County for the Cure, Ministry of Dats, Dead Men Inc., Phoenix Are Us, Ajo Difference Makers. Now I'm going to turn it over to KJ, who's going to announce silver.
All righty. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to go with all of our silver teams here. Starting off with Love Life Relay, Team Mingen Relay for Life, the Ryukyu Torch Warriors, Dream to Live, Too Tough to Die, Wildlife Country, or Wildcat Country, I'm sorry, Dark Unicorns of Lovelace, Relay Ravens, Nerds for Cures, RGF Estates, Cataclysm, the LB Silver Screeners, SL Wrestling Community, Tiki Photography for Life, Foundation for Life, Siren Productions, Team Second Life Coast Guard, Dreaming in Purple, Rainbow Illusion, Pure Heart, Team Chief Blackhawk, K's Crew for the Cure, Petunia Gardens, Melly's Maniacs, Mental Health Club and Mall, Cat Banger Air Vegas, Inspirational Mental Health, SL Music Rocks for a Cure, Lanterns for Life, Team Caledon, True to Life Survivors, Giant Snail Relay, Passing the Torch, Team Nova, Steelhead Salmons, and last of the silver, Madness Auctions.
Hello there, everybody. I'm very pleased to present your gold and platinum teams. For the gold teams, we have Hope Haven Heroes, Walking Tall for a Cure,
Brooklyn Phoenix Relayers, Wild Kajira, Crusaders for Christ, Medieval Journey to a Cure, the Shamalama Ding Dongs, New Babbage RFL, Bobel, Second Life Cheerleading Squad, ENS Breedables, Relay Wizards for Spunkies, and Oceanside Breedables. And your platinum teams are Team OD, Soul Sensations, Hands, Hearts, and Hope, The Quest for a Cure, Team Shadow, Team Livewire, and Team Strange Journeys. I'm turning over the mic now to my co-chair, Jessie, and she'll present the gemstones to you.
Right, our Sapphire teams. Harmony of Hope, Circle of Life, Cure Chasers, Mystic Bay IFL, Tribute City Relayers, Aether Crow Knots Tiny Steps, Sail for Life, and Aspire Dreamwalkers. Our Ruby teams, Gorians and Relay for Life, and Masking a Cure. Our Diamond team, Amaretto Ranch Breedables. And our Purple team, the Relay Rockers.
And now it's my pleasure to turn the mic over to one of our favorite good buddies. We decided to let him pass on some good news. Here's Fuzzball Ortega to present the Convio Challenge winners.
Okay, let's see. The Convio Challenge winners, they were awarded it was the first 20 teams to have completed by kickoff registration challenge, plus at least one kickoff fundraising challenge, plus at least one of the Halfway There Journey Week challenges, and have increased their Convio total raise since Halfway There Journey Week. And these teams will each receive 10,000 lindens credit to their team total. And the two teams that have achieved those goals are Harmony of Hope and Unmasking a Cure. And the second set of winners is awarded to the first 5 teams showing a Convio balance of $2,014 US dollars or more received an additional 50,000 lindens bonus credited to their team. And the 3 teams that have achieved that are Circle of Life, Harmony of Hope, and the Relay Rockers. And that is all I have.
I'm right here. My avatar was doing crazy stuff, and I was trying to get her. Sit down, Nikki. Right there. Sit. Good job, Nikki. Okay. Thank you, Fuzz. Congratulations, teams. You guys, you've done a good job. Sting, have you taken a look at the total to see where we're at?
Yes, I say it is. Well, you want the Convio total? You want the total? How about the total? $382,000 US dollars.
Wow. How close are we to our goal then?
Then, I'm not the mathematician, but I'm going to go 2019, 18, $17,000.
Oh my goodness, we've got this, you guys. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. That's fantastic. So, congratulations to all the teams in those fundraising awards. Congratulations to those who made the reach they wanted to make with Convio. That was really very, very cool. And, thank you. Just thank you so much for being part of this amazing team and putting so much into the 2014 season. In more than 5,200 communities in 20 countries, Relay for Life events make up the signature fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. Each Relay for Life event is special to its community, including this one. But the movement's true power lies in the combined commitment of thousands of participants, volunteers, and supporters who help the American Cancer Society save lives from cancer. Did you ever wonder why Relay for Life is an overnight event? Many people here know because they've been here year after year. But for our new guests, we want you to know that there is strong symbolism in it. Cancer doesn't sleep, so neither do we. Our Relay for Life event starts in the morning and it ends at the next day's morning. The light and darkness of the day and night parallel the physical effects, emotions, and mental state of a cancer patient while undergoing treatment.
It's event day, and the relay is beginning. We're excited and looking forward to what this day will hold and the experiences we will share. We're thinking about all the things in our life we are thankful for. We're thinking how lucky we are to be here now together with friends. As the participants arrive to start relay, we're all strong and ready for the challenge. In the lightness of day, we join our friends on the track. We begin the walk strong and full of hope. Our survivors honor us by walking that first lap, joined by their caregivers in celebration. This special lap is triumphant and joyous. This lap is hope and belief.
As darkness begins to fall, something goes wrong. Unexpectedly, not really knowing what lies ahead. The cancer patient goes into a state of panic, sadness, fear. This represents that moment when time stands still and the world stops spinning temporarily. That surreal moment when the patient hears those words, "You have cancer." The day is getting darker as the reality of a devastating diagnosis sets in, and the news is shared with family. Just as darkness begins and uncertainty of what the night will hold, being diagnosed brings a feeling of uncertainty. As the evening goes on, it gets colder and darker, and the relayers begin to wonder if they're going to have what it takes to get through, just as there are times that the cancer patient wonders the same thing. At 9 p.m., we have the emotional luminaria ceremony, where every candle we light represents the life of a loved one. Some have survived, and some have lost their battle. But the flame of the luminaria represents hope, light, and strength. Strength enough to get through the night. This represents the cancer patient getting help from friends, family, a doctor, the American Cancer Society, as they help light the path through a cancer journey.
Around 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. represents the time when the cancer patient starts treatment.
Hello.
They become exhausted, sick, not wanting to go on. And at times they consider just giving up. As relay participants, it's the time that we also become tired, feeling like we might just let up and not want to finish the relay. But just as cancer does not sleep, neither do we. We make sure that one of our own are on the track at all times to continue the relay. The 4 to 5 a.m. time symbolizes the coming of the end of treatment for the cancer patient. Once again, they're tired. They know they will make it. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Just as we relayers know that we have made it through the night and the relay is almost over. As the night closes and another day peeks over the horizon, we fight back against the disease. We pledge to take action, and we spread awareness of cancer research, treatments, and prevention.
As the morning sun rises, we know that what we have accomplished is wonderful and empowering, just as the cancer survivor does. The morning sunrise brings a new day, full of life, excitement, and new beginnings. This symbolizing that moment when the survivor experiences the realization that they've done it and they know that they will live to see another day. Their treatments are over. They made it. The sunrise represents the end of treatment. As a relayer who has been on the track for almost 24 hours, we are tired, but we feel the brightness of the morning, and we know that the end of relay is close at hand. And as we leave the relay, we remember to think of the cancer patient leaving that last treatment just as we are, exhausted and weak, cherishing the new day and its promise of a cancer-free tomorrow. It is a pleasure to introduce to you a man who has been a great friend and mentor to this relay. He's been on the stage at many ceremonies. He's led the charge at quite a few events, but he hasn't yet filled the role of survivor speaker at one of our ceremonies. He hasn't shared with you those exact moments leading up to and immediately following his cancer diagnosis, and it's time for him to share his story. Please welcome to the mic, Gene McFadden.
Thank you for that kind introduction, Nikki, and for the opportunity to share my survivor journey with all of you. I have indeed shared this stage many times since 2006, and as most of you know, I am a survivor. But what you may not know is how I got to where I am today. As we just heard, Relay for Life walks through the night for a reason. It symbolizes the journey of a survivor, from the daylight of health through the darkness of cancer and its treatments, into the dawn of a new day, of remission. This is the story of my journey. My journey begins in the fall of 2002. I was finally beginning to put my life back together after a difficult divorce. My kids were growing up and doing great. I was dating someone new and decided it was time to take the next step, to get back into shape. I joined a local gym with the intention of holding off middle age for just a few more years. The gym required a physical, and I had to admit it had been a while, so I happily ran off to my doctor to get one. I left her office with a clean bill of health. My doctor told me I was as fit as a man 10 years younger. Yeah. I headed to the gym. Boy, life was good. About a week had passed when I got a call from the doctor. She left a message. Please call the office. Hey, I didn't. Hey, I'm as fit as a man 10 years younger. What could she want? Another message a few days later, followed by a call from my lady friend saying the doctor was trying to reach me, and I really needed to call right away. Well, this got my attention, so I did. I called. I was told they needed to rerun my blood work. It seems my white counts were higher than they should be. Not too high, but enough to warrant a follow-up. Don't worry, they said. It's probably just a minor infection. I thought nothing more about it until a week later. Once again, a message from the doctor. This time, I didn't ignore it. The second blood work showed an even higher amount of white cells. She suggested we wait 4 weeks and rerun the tests. During that time, I was to stop smoking. Yeah, I was a smoker. And I was to suspend the dental work I had been undergoing. I returned to the doctor's office a week before Christmas. Once again, we ran the tests. My counts had risen even more, now almost 3 times normal. I started to worry a little. Even though no one had said it, I knew enough about medicine to equate elevated white counts to blood cancer, leukemia, a disease that just the year before had claimed a friend of mine. I was referred to a specialist, and when I called the office, I heard the word oncology for the first time. It was a long week and a not-so-happy New Year's, leading up to my appointment on January 5th, 2003. Accompanied by my girlfriend, we went to see the specialist. The doctor ran additional tests and then sat us down in his office. My suspicions were confirmed. I had leukemia. The doctor patiently explained in great detail about my particular type, chronic lymphocytic leukemia, CLL. I remember the sound of his voice, his lips moving, Anne's hand tightening around mine. I can't tell you what he said, with one exception. We have to wait to treat it. I know now that CLL is a slowly developing form of blood cancer. I know now that stage 0 treatment is simply watchful waiting. I know now that it is the prudent and correct treatment plan. But when I walked out of that office, I was already at the beginning of a downward spiral of anger, disbelief, and depression that would last for more than a year. How many times have you heard it? Regular screenings, early detection, early treatment, and you can beat almost any cancer. Why would we wait? Why would we want my cancer to get worse? I didn't get it. I became depressed and angry. I withdrew. By Easter, I had pushed my relationship to the point of breakup. Nothing she could say or do would snap me out of it. When she finally walked away, I felt the bottom fall out. I nearly lost my job. How could God do this to me? How could I get a cancer you cannot treat? I joined a support group. Well, they all had found their cancers early, had surgery, radiation, chemo, and were in remission. And here I was, just waiting for mine to get worse. I even went to a shrink. My cancer was beating me, and I wasn't even trying to fight back. It wasn't until nearly a year later that lightning struck, twice, and shook me out of my depression. I was in the supermarket, and I ran into a young man who I had coached in Little League. His mom was a friend with whom I had lost touch. I asked him how she was, and he said, "Ask yourself," and pointed to a hunched-over lady with a scarf on her bald head. My once beautiful friend told me she had been diagnosed with breast cancer. They caught it early. She had had a bilateral mastectomy and thought it was beaten, only to have it metastasize. She hugged me and told me she wasn't doing so well, but she was fighting it. I promised to stay in touch and asked if I could do anything to help. She smiled and shook her head, and we parted. It was the last time I would ever see her. 2 weeks later, my dad called. He wanted to tell me he had to have a small cancer excised from the bridge of his nose. He would call the next day with the results. He didn't call, my stepmom did. Dad's cancer was far more involved than they thought. He had lost most of his nose and would be in the hospital for reconstructive surgery. The doctor said it was good they caught it early. Not more than a day or two later, I learned my friend had lost her battle. I remember sitting there, tears streaming, angry now, angry at myself, angry that I had been so selfish. I thought maybe it wasn't so bad that I can wait. I promised myself and my God that I was done feeling sorry for myself. I was not going to cry over my cancer. I made a promise that night that I would not let my cancer change me. Little did I know just how much it would change me. The next 3 years became a routine. Every 3 months, blood work, watching my counts steadily rise, sometimes little, sometimes a lot. 5 or 6 times a year, I would go for immune treatments, a day spent in the chemo unit at my local hospital. I saw many people fighting different cancers there. Some were winning, some were fighting really hard. You could see they were not letting cancer beat them. I renewed my promise during those visits to the chemo clinic. I was not going to let leukemia beat me. In late 2006, my white cell counts began to spike, reaching nearly 100,000. I was feeling tired. I had found a few swollen lymph nodes. I was no longer stage 0. My doctor asked if I was ready. Was I ever? I had been ready for nearly 4 years. It was time to kick this cancer's butt. On January 5th, 2007, exactly 4 years to the day I had been officially diagnosed, I was scheduled to begin chemotherapy. 1 week out of each of the next 6 months, I thought, yeah, I can deal with this. I didn't realize then that the other 3 weeks would be filled with office visits, injections, nausea, constipation, diarrhea. I tried to go to work as much as I could. I would come home early and go to chemo. I would take the 90-minute train ride from Manhattan and then make a half-hour drive to my doctor's office each day for my daily shot of Neupogen. I spent 10 days in the hospital fighting off a systemic infection. I walked the floor at night trying to deal with the bone pain from the Neupogen and the sleepless anxiety from the prednisone. But I did it. I beat leukemia. On June 5th, 2007, my doctor told me we were done with chemo. My leukemia was in remission. I had walked through the darkness and into the light of a new day. I remembered that promise I had made to my family and to myself, that I would not let leukemia or chemo change me. I didn't keep that promise. Cancer and chemo did change me. I'm a different person than I was in 2003. I'm grateful for each day. I appreciate the little things in life, and I fight back. Throughout my journey, the American Cancer Society has been there. When my insurance company denied me coverage for the immune treatments, the society directed me to a patient advocacy group who intervened on my behalf to restore my treatments. It was during my time of watchful waiting that I joined Second Life. In 2005, I learned that the Society's Relay for Life was going to be held in World. Nuala Maricus, Elise Mysterio, and I, we decided to form a team and take part. It was my intention to do something to show my gratitude, to give back a little. But I found more than that. I found that being part of Relay for Life gave me support before and during my treatments. I found the hope of a cure and of surviving that Relay brings to all of us. During my chemotherapy, my long nights were spent online with my caregivers, Arizona Ballinger and Nuala, and my Relay family, who were always there to hold my hand or lend an ear. I learned that the chemotherapy that beat my cancer was developed in part by society-funded researchers. In 2008, I was asked to represent Second Life at the National Relay for Life Summit. And I actually had the opportunity to thank Dr. Emil Freireich, who with his partner, Dr. Emil Frey, developed the first ever chemotherapy to treat blood cancer. It's a very special feeling when you shake hands with the person who saved your life. Today, I am once again blessed with that same opportunity. Today, I am able to say thank you to many, many people who are saving many, many lives, my own included. And so, on behalf of my sons, Daniel and Jeffrey, my daughter Shannon, my daughter-in-law Rebecca, my grandchildren, 1-year-old Abby, and 3-month-old Caleb, my partner Arizona, and my very best friend in the whole world, Nuala. And on behalf of more than 1.4 million Americans who this year will celebrate another birthday, I say thank you, Relay for Life of Second Life. I wish I could end my story here to offer a rousing go relay and turn the mic over to Sting and get this relay rocking. But a couple of months ago, my story started a new chapter. You see, I got cheated. In early May, I saw my oncologist for my regular 6-month blood work. 1 month short of my 7th remission anniversary, my 7th more birthday, I got the news that my chronic leukemia was back. For the first time since June 5th, 2007, my blood counts were again abnormal. Once again, we begin watchful waiting. But this time it's different. I have my family. I have Arizona. And well, I have my friends. And I have Relay for Life and the American Cancer Society at my side. And with the help of all of you, I plan to once again face my leukemia head on and once again come out on top. Just as together, we will face cancer head on and finish the fight. Thank you.
Thank you, Trader. You know, for all these years, we've done Relay for 10 years here, and we've known Trader for so long. I've known Trader. Everybody who relays hears Trader's voice, and I think it's wonderful that we all get to hear your story in a way that it's never been told to this Relay. And I thank you for being brave enough to share it, vulnerable enough to share it. And you're right, we're all here standing with you as you finish this fight. Round 2. It's not going to stop you.
Thank you, Trader.
Okay, so Relay is an emotional roller coaster, so I have the tough job of trying to lift you all up. So we're going to get this celebration started. All right, a couple of updates. Let's shake this. Okay, we do apologize. Somehow we did miss one of our teams during the Team Fundraising Club Awards. The Hearts and Souls team has reached gold status, and there may be other teams that were omitted, but rest assured you're going to be recognized. You know, with so many successful teams doing such a good fundraising, it's difficult for us to keep up. And so if that's the kind of updates we have to make, then let's keep making them. Also, apparently there's a button at the top of your internet browser that if you press it, it refreshes the page. So when Nikki asked me earlier how much we had, and I said $382,000 a few minutes ago, that's because I didn't refresh the page since we started this ceremony. I mean, you know, how much could it really change within that first hour? Apparently it can change by $9,000. That's right. Our new total before we start our Survivors Lab is currently standing at $391,245 as the Amaretto Ranch Breedables have just joined the Rockers, the Relay Rockers, at the purple level. So I think we're on our way to reaching the 401k retirement plan for cancer. How about that update? Okay, we're gonna quickly explain today's agenda. We're gonna head out onto the track. Survivors and caregivers, feel free to go ahead and make your way now to your starting points. We're going to honor cancer survivors here with us today by asking you to walk the first lap, our cancer survivors. We ask that everyone else fan out around the track, find some empty spaces, some open sims, and cheer them on as they go. Let's cheer on our survivors. Let's spread out so there's not a campsite, a design site, or any other trackside area without a person on it cheering for our heroes, our cancer survivors.
At the same time, they will be joined by those who are currently caregivers and those who have ever been a caregiver, walking the track in support of these survivors. The honor lap will continue until noon, and then we'll ask all our teams to walk a lap together before we settle into our regular walking schedule and kick off our entertainment and activities. And I'm not reading after you guys anymore because I'm crying and then I can't read my words and I sound like an idiot.
Tonight at 9 p.m., we'll remember those who we have lost to cancer, and we'll celebrate the people who provided them support and compassion through their journey. During the Luminaria ceremony, Relay gives us the opportunity to remember and celebrate their lives. At 11 p.m., we'll celebrate the 10th anniversary lap together as one team. And at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, T. Oster and Noel Americas will lead us in the Fight Back ceremony. These festivities will end with the closing ceremony at 10 a.m. tomorrow, followed by the final victory lap, fireworks, and beginning at 11 o'clock.
So keep listening to your browser audio or at t1radio.com. Watch the Relay for Life telethon at any of the trackside relay information stations. Be sure to keep an eye on group notices and region messages for announcements throughout the weekend. And now, please join us in cheering on our heroes of hope, our cancer survivors, our reasons to celebrate as they walk the opening lap, the honor walk of our 2014 Relay for Life of Second Life. You inspire us with your strength and courage, and we celebrate you. Now let's go, Relay!
Hooray!
Go Relay.